That's the 8. Romanchuk of Ukraine, the fastest in 2018. We'll see him shortly, but first we'll see Wodak of Poland. All of these swimmers in around the 3:48, 3:49 mark, so again, not much between all 8 here. Jan Mika of Czech Republic in lane number 1. Henrik Christiansen of Norway, just trying to get himself focused, try and G himself up. 3:48 this morning. Victor Johansson has done 3:47 this year, wasn't a million miles away from it this morning. 3:48.05 for the Swede. Felix Obiek of Austria coming in was the fastest European, but all that changed this morning. Henning Moonleitner. Now, bear in mind the top 5 times in Europe, those swimmers are not competing. James Guy has the fastest time in Europe for Great Britain, but has stopped doing the 400 freestyle now. Paul Zellman of Germany goes in 5. Germans in 3 and 5, but the fastest man in the pool, not only this morning, but in 2018, Mikhailo Romanchuk of Ukraine. 3:46.95. Good time to save your best time, isn't it, to the heats of the big competition of the year. So Paul Biedermann has the world record at 3:40.07. Gabriele Detti set the new championship record. We will see Detti in other events, but not in this one. But a very well-paced race by Mikhailo Romanchuk in the heats this morning. He is just quicker than everybody else in this field, but there isn't much between them. So top of your picture down, it's Mika of Czech Republic, Johansson of Sweden, Moonleitner of Germany, Romanchuk of Ukraine, Zellman of Germany, Obiek of Austria, Christiansen of Norway, and Wodak of Poland. Don't really expect this race to develop too much until about maybe 200, unless somebody wants to take it on early, and early indications are that's not the case. They're very close to that European record split, though, set by Paul Biedermann. Now, surely he can't go. He came back like a train, so it's a lot to ask for that record, which is still on the books for 9 years now. For that to go, it was in the old shiny suit days, so it's one of those almost immovable ones. He only beat the Ian Thorpe world record by a tenth of a second. See what the split is here. No, they've slipped outside it by 0.45. Don't think we'll see that today. Romanchuk has picked up pretty much where he left off this morning. 0.14 ahead of Zellman. Then Wodak. But all 8 swimmers are pretty much in the mix. Romanchuk looking the strongest, though, at this stage. Trying to break the back of the field as best he can. It was a good 50 from the Ukraine. Wodak of Poland in the outside lane. 3/4 of a second back, Zellman, but our leader is looking very good. It'll only be the halfway stage, of course, when they come over this end. But he's got about a body length, 2 body lengths ahead of the rest. The rest including Paul Zellman of Germany, Obiek of Austria. There's about 6 of them all going over together. So Ukraine, and then we've got Wodak, and then we've got Christiansen, Obiek, Zellman, Moonleitner, all pretty much in a line. I tell you what, the silver and bronze could go any which way, but the gold, to me, looks like it's only going to go in one direction. That's, of course, if he doesn't blow up. But Romanchuk is looking very strong. Look at the gap that he's opening up here. It's about 2 body lengths with 150 to go. The gap in terms of time is over 2 seconds between the Ukraine and German swimmer. Then Jan Mika coming into the mix in lane 1. This could go certainly for second and third any which way, but the leader is extending those arms and is looking mighty impressive. Now, how much is there left in the tank? He had a strong, very strong 400 this morning. He's looking like he's getting stronger and stronger still. But then 7 go over together behind him. Silver and bronze. Your guess is as good as mine. The gold, provided he doesn't run out of gas, surely is going the way of Mikhailo Romanchuk of Ukraine. Second, third, fourth, fifth, all pretty much in a line. There's nothing to choose between them. When he turns, this will be the last one for Romanchuk, and that lead is, if anything, extending 2.5 seconds over Abowek, with Christiansen in third. Fourth is Johansson. They're all coming back, but they're not coming back at our lead, although it's probably losing a little bit of pace. They're not going to catch him, are they? 15 meters to go. He is struggling, but he's got enough ahead of everybody else to get to the wall. This will hurt, but it'll be jubilation for Romanchuk. 3:45.18. Christiansen of Norway getting second, third to Mullleitner of Germany, and he can now celebrate. That last 25 was agony for Romanchuk. For 375 meters, he looked serene, and then that last 25, that was a hard finish for our winner, but he has won it by almost 2 seconds. Romanchuk from Christiansen of Norway and Mullleitner of Germany. Abowek missing out in fourth. There were 4 swimmers on 3:47. Christiansen in second, Mullleitner third, Abowek and Johansson all 3:47s, separated by 0.7 of a second. But our leader was never headed. Had he had to come back for another 50, he might have been, but he had enough in reserve, and that's a terrific performance. 3:45.18, fastest time of any European in the world. Quicker than James Guy went. He did a 3:45.32 earlier in the year. So that is the fastest time by any European in 2018. Hard fought, hard won, with a terrific swim by Mikhailo Romanchuk, who swam it the hard way, decided he was going to take it on and say, right, you try and beat me if you think you're good enough. And ultimately, nobody else was. And gold for Ukraine, and silver for Norway, and bronze for Germany. Confirmation of that result for Romanchuk, 3:45.18. Christiansen, 3:47. Look at those 3:47s there. 07 down to 74. And there's a man from Ukraine who is absolutely thrilled with the way he swam today. There's a birthday in a few days' time. 7th of August, when he will turn 22. Here's the chair of British Swimming, Maurice Watkins, on the right. And on the left is George Gillespie, Glasgow City Council Executive Director. Bronze medal for Henning Mullleitner of Germany. 3:46 Stockholm earlier this year, and replicated that this morning. Just a bit quicker tonight, but was always looking at the heels of our winner. It's got quite a steely look, isn't he, our winner? It'll be your turn shortly. Second place for Norway. Good finish. Was always in contention, and found that burst of speed he required over the last 100 to make sure he got the silver nail down. Christiansen of Norway. But in truth, there was only one winner. Nobody really challenged him. Not they weren't trying to, they were, but every time they did, he just seemed to pull further and further away. Early birthday present for Mikhailo Romanchuk. Early part of next week, Brian's not swimming. I'm sure the drinks will be on him. Very, very mature way that he swam that 400 free. Kept everything in perspective. Died a little bit over the last 25, but by that time, the job was done. Yeah, he has just discovered how difficult it is to do a 400 freestyle and then sing your national anthem, especially when it's as long as that one is. Well, he gave it a good effort, and about halfway through, I think he just thought, no, I can't keep this up. But 3:45.18 is good. So not quite Biederman-like, not quite as fast as some of the Americans and Australians are doing, but he has lots of time to work towards the next 2 years, World Championships next year, Olympics in 2 years' time. If he's not an Olympic finalist, I'll be surprised on the basis of what we saw today. Mullleitner of Germany seems to be a little bit stuck around that 3:47 mark. Well, he looked quite stern, didn't he, before the medals were presented, but a big smile now broken across the face of our winner from Ukraine. Nice collection, that. Ukraine, Norway, and Germany picking up the 1, 2, 3. Still 2 finals to come. Still have the relays. 4x1.